Hey family, what's going on? Klaus here, and welcome back to Rome Total War Remastered, where guys, we are making our march to encircle the Black Sea. That is beginning here with Titus Brutus. We also overstepped our border a little bit with Amulius Victor. I would forget that his name is Victor. Good job, Victor. But yeah, I actually, upon further reflection and remembering that if I hit the tab button, I can kind of see more of the map. I think that, yeah, we're obviously in Armenian territory from Mazaka, but I don't think I need to take this city because it doesn't border the Black Sea. So I can actually focus everybody either down south or everybody to wrap up north. And that is where the plan slightly changes. So I'm going to be using Appius to take whatever city is up here, and then I'm wanting Appius, oh, two Appiuses. This is nice. The Appius twins, although I think they're different generations and everything. Appius will take Chersonesos, and then he'll come up and handle Ipticons. He very well may not have enough strength left after that to take on Tanais, or as I'm going to call it, Tanis, which I believe Tanis is actually a city in Egypt, but who's counting? If my dude Appius Antoninus can't make it up to Tanis, then Appius Brutus will do so. And there you go. The whole plan is done. And then I have Amulius and I have Cassius prepared and ready to take on Tarsus and Antioch. I like the plan. I think the plan will go well. So that's pretty much what's going on the Eastern Front. As far as the Northern Front is concerned, well, we've already talked about that as well. The two are kind of coming together. Also, the Senate have asked me to take Porlisum. So I am planning on using this army here. I don't know how exactly, because I do want to take Lovasice and wipe out Dacia, but then I'll either have to make war with Germany or work my way around and take out Porlisum. If I do that, and I could probably use this army from Thessalonica to get up there, it's going to take some time, but I could do it. And then I don't have to worry about that army that Ipticons is leading. It's going to take him minimum 3 turns to get to Campus Scythii, so it may very well be that I will put Porlisum under siege on the same or near the same turn that he puts Campus Scythii under siege. So it's a little bit scary up here. That is what I've got going on with that. And as far as the West is concerned, I'm very vulnerable. Fortunately, the Julii are my friends. So that pretty much sums it up for now. Nothing going on in the south. Everybody's happy, and I've not seen a single Egyptian down in Cyrene. So I think now, because I've done all the movements that I can, or not all the movements that I can, but most of the movements that I'm willing to do right now in this turn, I'm actually thinking moving on to the next turn may be best. Actually, I have just come up with an alternative solution, and I think it's a good one. We're going to send Cassius with his, oh yes, with all of his Cretan archers. He's got most of them. He's going to go north, and he's going to hop on a boat next turn, and he is going to help out with either Tanis or Ipticons. This is going to work out. Just a side note, I just recently watched a video about Constantinople, aka Istanbul, aka apparently Byzantium. It's blowing my mind that this place is not called Constantinople, and it's not called Istanbul. It's Byzantium. I mean, I guess that makes sense. This place is very famous and has changed names many, many times, as has most of the cities around here. But I'm just shocked that it's called Byzantium. Just a side note. Anyway, let's move on to the next turn and see if anybody does anything stupid. Ah, hello, Numidia. Numidia? Okay. They want an alliance and trade rights. Let's look at what they've got going on. They're enemies with the Egyptians. That's a plus. They're enemies with the Carthaginians. That's a plus. They're enemies with the rebels. Who isn't? I, however, am enemies with Dacia, Scythia, and Thrace. Only friends with my fellow Romans. I don't see a reason why we can't be friends with the Numidians. I don't intend on taking any land that is currently owned by Numidia for a long time. Yeah, okay. You know what? Let's do it.
Our thanks.
Oh, okay. You're welcome. Speaking of rebels, stupid pirate ships attacking me all the time, I've got 3 biremes all damaged versus 1 damaged trireme that is upgraded. Let's see how this goes. Clear victory! Finally, they're gone. Okay, my first order of business. We have Cassius, who wants to adopt Numerius Honoratus. If there wasn't an amazing name like that. And I like his face. He's got a nice beard. I like this guy. He's a good defender. He's a drill master. Ooh. Ooh. -2 morale. Oh my goodness. What? Why are you so mean? You're handsome enough to be a model, but you have to be... Ugh. Nope, I can't accept you. Drill Master is awful for the morale, and morale is everything in this game, so I'm gonna have to decline. I'm sorry, and you're 30. You're already practically an old man. Interesting, I've never seen this. A chance for power, 245 BC. Your popularity among the people of Rome is unmatched. The plebeians would welcome you as the new savior of Rome, should you choose to march on the city. Now is the time to deal with the old men of the Senate and the allies that skulk alongside them. That's interesting. I kind of want to look at how we're doing with the Senate now and compare. Okay, so I've got a 7 out of 10 popularity with the people and a 4 out of 10 popularity with the Senate. That means I'm not to the point to where the Senate sees me as a major threat, but they're definitely not really, they're not keen on me. They prefer the Julii, which makes sense because the Julii have 3 offices in the Senate and I only have 2, although I feel like I deserve more than that. So, yeah, we got to keep an eye on that, but I'm not quite ready to incite civil war. I still have to deal with the Egyptians. Ah, and one more thing of interest. Herennius Antoninus. It appears that Appius Antoninus, which has made his way all the way up to here, has just had a son, and he's 49. Wow, you're getting on, my friend. You really are. Here, let's go to this full screen and see what's going on here. So, Appius Antoninus has a son that's 11, a daughter that's 3, and another son that's just been born. That's nice. Ah, okay, Ipticons has left the building. It appears he's standing there. Let's just get the diplomat closer. Yeah, okay, so Ipticons is going to reach Campus Scythii in the next turn. Let's see, yeah, see, I couldn't stop them even if I wanted to now, because I've got to get them on this boat and then bring them back. By the time I get them over to the coast, they're already going to be under siege. So honestly, I think my hands are being dealt for me in this case. I'm going to have to send Cassius up there to save the day. And I guess with Cassius's army, I can also go take Poralisum in the process. Unless, is Poralisum? Yeah, Poralisum has a governor, a family member. So I guess that's okay. All right, interesting. Let's bring the boat around, and Cassius, it's up to you, my friend, to save the day. I'm gonna go ahead and bring the boat all the way up to here and merge. Let me see, oh, okay, dang it, we got 2 boats there. We have 3 boats here and 2 pirate ships there. Hopefully, oh geez, hopefully we don't lose this army. I would be very, very upset to lose Cassius, although he's honestly terrible. But he's Cassius Victor. So I don't know what else to say. Victor speaks for itself. Meanwhile, I guess Titus Brutus, because I just gave his boat to Cassius, is going to have to make his way on foot. So let's march up here. I'll build a watchtower in the oh, why can't I build a watchtower? What's the problem? Why can't I build a watchtower? Maybe this land is a little bit too narrow for it or something? I don't know. That's kind of weird, but okay. So Amulius, yeah, you need to just come home at this point, because I have no interest in fighting these guys. This watchtower will watch over the border on both sides for me. So Amulius, getting on, he's 56, will actually be fully in charge of taking on Tarsus, or Antioch. I might get a boat and come into Tarsus from, somewhere else. Captain Gnaeus, you need to get back over here. Wait a minute, I thought Captain Gnaeus died. Pretty sure Captain Gnaeus died. You must be another Gnaeus. You're a false Gnaeus. I'm okay with you though, because I have to be. You're pretty much all that I've got. So, you get over here. Aquincum is happier. So now, what would happen if I stepped out of the city with Well, okay, hold on. Let me just take a gander at something. So I've got a faction leader there. I've got a general there. And I'm assuming I've got a faction heir somewhere too. So, yeah, Dacia has actually got some power. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need this entire army if I can handle it. So you come out of here. Okay, I meant everyone, not just the one unit. There we go. And Aquincum is still pretty happy, 80%. So let's just leave everything the way it is. We have a new captain, Captain Sextus. He must be one of 6 children, or maybe the 6th of many. And we're going to march him up to Lovosice. And unfortunately, what does this mean? Auto merge? No. Unfortunately, I don't have a family member here. So that means that I can't find any mercenaries or anything. But I'm pretty sure this army of mostly Hastati can handle a couple of family members and some warband. So cross the bridge, my dude. I think the enemy now knows what we want to do. And along this same vein, let's take a look at the darker spots on the map. Asinius, I would like a watchtower right here. Please build right. Perfect. Okay, and now, I can definitely see that this is the German border. So maybe I can get another one right here, and then that'll complete my vision. And possibly I can send Asinius up to join this army up here. It's going to be under siege for at least 1 turn, and this guy can move pretty quickly. Although he's really got no... oh, wow. I forgot how... he's really, really young. Oh, man. I'm sorry, Armenia. Armenia says, transgression. Your behavior is offensive, and many cry out that you should be harshly chastised before we take up the sword. We will give you another chance to mend your ways. Consider this a warning. I didn't mean to step onto your front lawn. It was an accident. Well, I would say it's probably Oppius Antoninus' turn to wipe out some Scythians. Now, as you can see, looks like they've got a pretty sizable army, but most of it is absolute garbage, so I think this is going to be a fun one. We have everything that we need to take the army, or the city down, so let's get into it. 1,200 soldiers versus 700. I have some Scythian mercenaries, which are going to make up for the fact that I've got no Cretans, but I do have a couple of regular Roman archers, and I've also got some mercenary hoplites. Before I do attack, though, let's just see if there's any more mercenaries. Nope, didn't think so. All right, let's begin our first attack against the Scythians. So I accidentally started the attack, and it is raining. I should have probably waited a day until it stopped raining. But, you know, sometimes in war, things just aren't ideal. So let's just begin. I'm going to start by approaching the gates and the walls and stepping up with our phalanx. So, I guess you can just stand... well, the other army will be right there. Yeah, you get right there. That'll work out good. And then my regular infantry, which will be the front line, you guys can stand directly behind the rest of your phalanxes. Same old song and dance as per usual. I do have quite a few archers in this case, because we have the cavalry that are also archers. So this is really great. So let's get these guys, and I'll make them a really awkward shape. That's okay. I'm fine with that. And you guys can stand right next to, right there. And then I've also got all of these horses. So you guys can go right here. Perfect. So, fire at will has already been turned on for most of these guys. And honestly, I think the archers should go right there on both sides. So you guys can stand right here. And you guys can stand right here. And Peltasts, you know what? You guys can stand in the front. You guys need more than anything. And then my horse archers, I think... honestly, I don't mind if you guys are even pretty close to. Let's just get everybody really, really close, because we want to shoot them all to death. And it's already happening. I mean, if you look at all the dead already, this is what happens when you come to a fight, or you guard your city, rather, with flippin' barbarian peasants. I mean... you can just see it's a total disaster. Oh yeah, the pace of arrows actually picked up because everybody kind of got put in place. So you could see this unit absolutely got shredded. It's really a shame because these people could be useful, but no, I guess we're not gonna worry too much about that. Okay, So where are we at? Oh, I'm a little turned around now. Where am I supposed to be? Ah, okay. So I'm over here. So we have a unit of peasants. We have a whole bunch of horses. And we actually have more horses over here. These are all Scythian horse archers, which means they won't be able to fight hand-to-hand all that well. So if we can just maybe bait some forward, pick apart the peasants a little bit, because they're just going to slow us down, then jumping in there and just like bombarding these guys, the horse archers, with soldiers, it'll go down really, really fast. So yeah, hey, you guys fire at will. And you guys can go ahead and start stepping into the city. Into the city. Into the city. There we go. And you guys can be on fire at will as well. And you guys fire at will. Everybody's on fire at will. Excellent. So now we should start seeing... Actually, you guys are too, right? Yeah. So we should start seeing... Oh yeah, we're going to be seeing crazy amounts of deaths here. So I've lost 15 men. I'm not sure how. To their 200 plus. So... yeah, this is an absolute disaster for them. Actually, you know what I'm wondering? Is this thing shooting? Ah, yeah, that watchtower right there shot a few, because it must be in the range. I think they have a 90 degree or 120 degree range or something. Hit a bunch of my Scythian mercenaries. That is just a shame. So if it weren't for them getting hit, that was 10 of them right there. 10 out of the, I don't know, 20 or 30 that I've lost so far. So... yeah, not the best. Not too happy about that. But it's okay. Because, oh, this is just so not fair. Yeah, it's just the grinder. They keep running through and getting torn apart by all of the archers and all the Pila in the world. I mean, look at these Scythian horse archers. They want to get set up so that they can start shooting people with some arrows. But at the end of the day... they really can't, because they can't get close enough. Here, Principe, I need you guys to step in now. It's time for... actually, not the Principe. I need the Hoplites to step in. By the way, I guess while I wait for the phalanxes to come in, this is the Scythians. They are a nice combination, like the Thracians, of a barbarian mixed with Greek. So you can kind of tell, but I feel like this city, at least, is a little more orderly than the other Thracian cities. And I think maybe a bit of a, I don't know, like a northern or an eastern influence has made them, I don't know, they're just very orderly. I like their cities a lot. So they just keep running past and getting shot. I mean, there's that guy, he just slid like 30 feet after he died too. So if these guys, if they get close enough, because they're getting absolutely hammered by all the things, but if they get close enough, these hoplites, as soon as they get set up, are going to be just, they're going to tear them apart. Here, hoplites, I need you to have some backup. So why don't I bring in these dudes and these dudes. Is there anybody in the way? No, looks like everybody's happy. Okay, so yeah, let's bring these guys in. So apparently my mercenaries have run out of ammunition, so let's move the archers forward just a little bit, just to give them a little bit of a better range. And also same thing with these archers too. I mean, it is just an absolute showdown in the middle of this, and this is absolutely the grinder. I mean, look at all of these dead Scythians. Honestly, on offense, the Scythians are great because their horse archers are very, very powerful, but in the cities, they're not so good, sadly. Oh, do we have horse archers trying to drive against my phalanx? Is that what they're doing? What are they doing? Hey, if you guys touch this, that'd be great. No, looks like they're gonna just try to get closer, try to get a range on something, and then they realize this was a bad idea, and then they run. And so that seems to be the eternal status quo of this war, of this battle at least. They're down to 229 men out of the 727 that they had when I first got here. I think I have an idea. We have this annoying set of cavalry on this left-hand side. I'm gonna get all of my cavalry, and I'm gonna tell them to get in there and take care of things. I got my column of death forming right now, but I kind of want to put an end to these guys, and I think this might be the general's unit. I might be wrong. Odds are I'm wrong, but, oh, nope, they're trying to run, and they're gonna have to go through a whole bunch of infantry. Oh, I do not envy you guys one bit. You got lucky that you got away, and so did you. And so did, okay, more of them are getting away than I was expecting, but, okay, my cavalry, you guys need to stop the thing that you're doing now, because I don't... Okay, here, you know what? I'll just set them up back here. I don't want them running forward just yet. I'm not quite done pummeling my enemy to death with archer fire. Alright, I've decided it's time for the all-out assaults. So let's get all of these units to start charging down the column of death. And I've even got my general there too. Let's see if maybe we can use him in an intelligent way. Yeah, so if I can bring him kind of around. I mean, I don't know where there he is. Okay, so he's gonna circle around. If I can get him to just kind of come around at the back and close the gap, that would be fantastic. So we have, what do we have here? We have barbarian peasants walking into Hastati. That's not gonna work well. And then we also have Scythian horse archers, which again, very powerful in offense, not so good at defending cities. Not doing the best at defending their city. So let's get these good old cavalry units up here. And I basically have told the entire army to begin charging into the middle here. So, yeah, it shouldn't take very long for us to grind through and make our way up onto the plaza. Also, I believe these guys are about to come around the corner. Hello! Hello, gentlemen. You coming? 25 men? Yeah, that's not that good. You would think somebody that's been through this many fights would have a lot more guard by now. But, not so. Not so. Alright, buddy. You ready? Let's put an end to this fight. I'm gonna even 3x it. And there goes the enemy. His men know. Oh, yes. Let's get the enemy. Oh. Okay. End of battle. That was good. There we go. So, 722 men killed. 87 lost, roughly. Experience gained for my archers. That's awesome. And the archers actually did the most damage as well. And my Scythian mercenaries did a crazy amount of damage too. That was just... That's surprising. Honestly, horse archers are one of the best in the game. I didn't realize I had Sarmatians. Crimea is mine. And of course I'm going to exterminate this place. Although it's in a pretty good, like, defensible spot. I might want to use it for something someday, but... by the time I decide to do that, it won't matter. So let's go ahead and destroy all the stupid barbarian things. There's a lot of them. Actually, there's not that many. And this actually looks Greek, this governor's house. So it's a nice combination of the two. And Chersonesos, since you have, what do you have? You have grain. That's it? You only have grain? Wow. Okay. Well, I guess, yeah, you're going to need some shrine to Juno and repair these walls. Very good. And now, obviously, I want to immediately jump out and try to catch Ipticons with this army. So I'm wondering if I can maybe leave this place. Let's see. How are we doing? 45. Okay. Let's leave. No, the Illyrians are pretty good. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's leave the Illyrians. Ah, and they're happy with one unit. Fantastic. So, if I had... Ugh, that's my only boat, isn't it? It is. It's my only boat. Okay. Let's do this. Let's build a boat. It'll show up here. I'll run over, pick him up, and bring him back, and he'll take care of Ipticons. I also have another backup army, and maybe they two can work together to take out Tanis, and then work its way around, because you see Tanis here. So, that's the plan there. I'm just going to step ahead of him with my diplomat, because you never know, he's going to escape. Yeah, looking good. Okay, so, I think I've moved everyone that I really can for this turn. And all the ones that I wanted to move. I've got pretty much full stacks everywhere, except for a few key places. So, you know what I should probably start doing is building up my fleet, because I don't want these troops to travel without at least, what, 3 triremes? Do you think that's enough? So I'm training about 3 ships, whatever level I can in each of these cities. It's looking pretty good for me. I've also got these 3 biremes that are already ready to go. So I'll start moving them down as well. And I think I'm maybe only a few turns away from launching my offensive. Yeah, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 or 7 turns for that. Ooh, this one's pretty empty. Maybe I can get a family member to get some mercenaries over here or something. Yeah, all these are pretty empty. So I'm working on, because I had to pull some troops out of Byzantium for Nicomedia that one time. So it would be ideal if I could fill up Byzantium. It's probably Byzantium and probably Tarentum are probably the furthest ports away from Egypt. So, you know, bringing them and having them stop in the closest locations like Salamis or Siwa or Alexandria would be the best, while the ones that are closer, like Pergamum's probably the closest, or maybe Athens or Sparta, those would end up needing to go the furthest and take on maybe Jerusalem or Sidon. So that's kind of where we're at on that, guys. I think that will do it for this particular turn. So, yeah. Oh, I forgot to move him. Okay. Let's bring him as close as we can to this port. So let's move him to right there. Okay? This port will have a ship, bring him in, boom, boom, and he'll go up. Which means, I bet you, this ship can head up north and go ahead and take Tanais. Or Tanis. Yeah, that looks... I think that'll be successful. Alright, lots going on. Let's check on the Romans really quickly, and then end the turn. So it looks like, yep, Carthage is still doing absolutely nothing over in Sicily. Nothing going on down in actual Carthage. And maybe a little bit of movement over here on the western border of the Julii Empire. But the northern border, that's where it appears pretty much all the action is happening. They haven't taken Dam yet, but I'm sure they're aiming for Trier next. But... yep, everything is pretty much under control. Yeah, even Asinius can't move any further. Yep, we need to end this turn and see if anything happens. I'm going to keep my eye on Thrace. I think that this is probably the most imminent issue for me at this moment. Hello again, Julii. So apparently they want, yeah, they want me to attack the Germans. You know, the chaos that they're causing you, and just the fact that they're tying up your resources is far too valuable to me than 2,840 denarii. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to decline.
Until next time.
Ah, and speaking of the Germans, they want trade rights and map information. Well, you know what? If this helps you to combat my friends, the Julii, I'm all for it.
Our thanks.
Oh no. Admiral Quintus. 3 damaged by Reims. Wait, what? Wait, I thought he had... oh, no. He has the army. Cassius and all of his Cretans are on this... or in this fleet, being attacked by Admiral Leonidas, of course, with 2 of his pirate ships. Oh my. There's a chance we can win this, but just... oh my goodness. Okay. It's an AV fight. I have nothing I can do except for just pray, okay? Everyone pray. Everyone pray. No way. No way. Admiral Quintus must have listened to Cassius and he gave in, but I don't know. We sunk both of them. Oh, I can breathe again. Oh, blast. Blast. No. Okay. 3 damage by Reims. Byreme and Trireme. Same situation now, except I'm even more damaged than I was before. Why are you ganging up on me now? Okay. Well, let's see how this goes. I doubt he's going to be able to sink all 3 ships in one go. And as long as that happens, I don't care. As long as I get to disembark Cassius somewhere, that's all I care about. Okay. Let's... everyone pray. It worked last time. Blast. Clear defeat. Okay. All right. So I lost. But I've still got 2 ships. So does that mean he's still alive? Yes. He's still alive. Oh. Thank you, whoever we prayed to. You never know in this old ancient Roman thing. Faction destroyed. Dacia. Okay, I'm gonna have to go check out what happened there. I'm just so grateful that this boat did not sink, because that would have been just miserable. Okay, ooh. Ipticons moved a little closer, didn't he? Huh, alright, well then, here's what needs to happen. I need to swing... oh, actually, I can't pick up Oppius, because he can't fit. All right, well, let's just disembark Cassius. And... dang it. Okay, I can't get there. Maybe... Appius will be able to get there. Yes. Okay, so Appius can get there. So now... oh, boy. Yeah, I imagine this fight's gonna be very... oh, my goodness. There are 3 family members? Ipticons, Mukazeus, and Xiles. Faction heir, general, faction leader. We also have pikemen, militia cavalry, lots of foxmen, more pikemen. Wow, this is just... they don't have any archers, though. We have a distinct advantage because of that. But they have 3 units of heavy cavalry. I mean, goodness. Okay, here. I'm gonna bow out just for a moment. I'm gonna get myself another unit of Scythian mercenaries. And, yeah, I've got to think a little bit about what I want to do there. In the meantime... yeah, faction destroyed. What happened here? Dacia was chilling up in... oh. I see. The Julii literally bought their only city because there were no family members there. And now Dacian is no more. That is intriguing. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to bring my army up to here, but I'm going to leave it there. Because if this town rebels, it might go back to being Dacian. And I can just swoop in with my army, take it, and boom. I'm the one that officially wipes out Dacia. I'm not sure if that's actually how it's going to go, but I'm hoping that's how it goes. Also, a candidate for adoption. Titus Brutus, Placus Valerius. Lawbreaker. Confident commander. Who is this Titus Brutus? I don't remember a Titus Brutus. Ah, okay, so he is the eldest son of Aulus, but he never did marry. So he has no children. So at least giving him an adoption would carry on his name. Yes, okay, so yeah, let's do it. Placus Valerius. New son adopted, very nice. Where is he at? He is in, well, he's standing outside of Athens. Perfect, and a ceasefire between Thrace and Scipii. No one cares. Thrace is up here, Scipii is up there. It doesn't matter. In the meantime, let's get Asinius over here and build another watchtower because vision and visuals is everything. There we go. So now we can see, well, we still can't see the Germans, but now I have full view of my entire land. I might just send Asinius up to this army with Captain Sextus to deal with the Dacians if they come back. They may decide not to come back. Meanwhile, Amulius has been over here kind of intruding. He needs to get back into Mazaka and regroup because, honestly, this is important. Also, why... what is... okay, there we go. For some reason, it didn't look familiar to me. So we need to continue to work on Mazaka, but I'm mostly regrouping so that I can launch the assault on Tarsus. Also, this guy. Let's bring Appius this direction. I still can't see anything. Maybe I can... there we go. There's my watchtower. And I think that gave me full visual of this whole thing. That's great. And it gives me visual of the port of Cotace. Yeah, with the border. So I'm assuming that means the city is somewhere in this general area. And if I get over there next turn, I might be able to launch the offensive. That would be splendid. So everybody's been moving successfully, except this particular situation. Yeah, I really wish that Cassius... I mean, I've got him here. I'm actually curious to see if I couldn't just not attack him and see what he does, because I'm right on his tail. If he decides to attack Campus Scythii, he's got to know what's going to happen to him. But if he decides he wants to, you know, march along and keep going maybe over to Por Elysium to defend the place because it is badly defended and it's his only city, then we'll just chase him down with maybe a whole bunch of cavalry and some Cretans. Okay, we've got a decent little plan. Also, I want my boats to go here and I want to rebuild them because, yeah, they got absolutely wrecked in the last turn. So I think that's a good plan for that, at least. Who knows, I might change my mind. Okay, it's time to get a visual on what's going on in Germany. So let's get this guy over here and see what's going on. Okay, so we do have a family member and a unit of axemen. Okay, so these two cities are incredibly small. I don't really want to make war with the Germans, but I think that at this point, the Julii create a nice boundary between me and them. So if I take Campus Iazygus, then at least I have this area, and my border has some nice pretty mountains and rivers and such. It's not just like this open weirdness right here. Although this is a river too. I guess it's not the worst border in the world. So I finished everything I think I need to do in this turn. Nothing new with the Scipio, nothing new with the Carthaginians. Everything is kind of the same. And then on the front with the Brits, nothing is happening, but the Julii are marching all around the German territory. So they definitely broke through. Nothing I can do about that now. Let's just move on and keep an eye on really what's going on here with Oppius, but also what's going on up here with Oppius and Cassius. This is an interesting moment. If he tries to attack Campus Ithii, like I've mentioned, he's got to know he's going to die. So if it were me, if I were him, I would try to backpedal back to the city. I guess we'll find out what he's going to do next. Parthia. You know, Parthia's not terrible. Okay, for some reason I can't pull up the map. Can I maybe bring up the big map? No, I can't. Okay, so Parthia is the easternmost extreme part of the map, and they fight against Scythia, they fight against Egypt. If we can stay friends with them, that would actually be very, very helpful. Although they are allies with Armenia and about to attack them, hopefully we can convince them not to be stupid about that, right? So let's accept. Yeah. And then let's also make another offer. Let's do map information for map information. That's a balanced. And what about an alliance? Ooh, they don't like that. Okay, no alliance. But let's just see what they'll do. Nice. Okay, so now we have map information from the Parthians. That should come in handy. Hello, Scythia. What's going on? So they want to become a protectorate. Interesting. So they don't want to fight. They want peace. I, for one, don't like the protectorate system at all. I'd rather just not do that. So I'm going to decline. And I'm just going to offer them a ceasefire. If you guys don't want to fight, then that's fine with me. This is supposedly very demanding. Okay, so they think they can win the fight. I highly, highly doubt it. Oh, okay, so yes, Thrace has decided. Well, I can't really tell what they're deciding. They're either going down to Campus Gatai or they're going to march on to Poralisum. Either way, I think. Yes, I can get to him with Cassius, which means the army with all the Cretans. That's perfect. Are there any? Yeah, there's no recruits over here I can deal with. All right, so let's march against Ipticons, and I'm just going to march into his zone of control for now. I can attack him, but I'm not quite going to do it. All right? Not quite yet. I'm not quite ready for that type of battle. However, I do want to look around and see what's going on in the world. I think I saw some Egyptians. Yeah, there they are. It's literally 3 units, one of them being Egyptian chariots, which are the worst. But maybe they're just checking out what's going on in the world. They probably see my watchtower and they think, Romans, keeping an eye on the pass. That's great. Maybe we should check them out too. I don't know. Maybe that's what they're thinking. Nobody really knows what the Egyptians are thinking. Another candidate for adoption. Nice. Titus for Galerius Velius. Ooh, this guy's pretty good. Wallbreaker, bureaucrat, been in the wars, confident commander. We'll take that. That's awesome. And is he in? Yeah, he's in Athens too. This is great. We're gonna have all kinds of places to, or all kinds of generals to send in whenever we attack Egypt. Also, Halicarnassus grows. Finally, actually, wow, 6,000? Yeah, that's pretty good. Meanwhile, up north, unfortunately, Lovosice is not rebelling. They seem, I guess, pretty happy to be Romans. So if I were to attack this, it would be an act of war. But I can leave my army there at least. So what if I sent this spy to check out what's going on over there? I really want to I want to see if maybe we can cause some unrest and get them to rebel. That would be fantastic. This army, it's not super important. It really wasn't doing anything for a very long time, so if it needs to sit up here and wait for some subterfuge, I'm sure that will be acceptable. Meanwhile, Asinius Vero, you, my friend, should come to Thessalonica. I think that if you were to lead this army, because there's no family member in Thessalonica, then once we launch the attack on Egypt, at least this army will already be set up. And he's not terrible, but he's not good either. All right, I've decided that Ipticons needs to go. So Cassius is going to be attacking a superior force as far as numbers go. 1,343 versus 1,216. I happen to have 4 units of not perfect, but pretty close to perfect Cretans, a bunch of hoplites, and a little bit of cavalry. So they have the advantage on the cavalry front, because remember they have 3 heavy cavalry units. Remembering that the Thracian, let's see, hold Alt to get more information. I wanted to get the details on the general's unit. I guess I can't do that. But pretty much everything else is Foxmen, Pikemen, and Peltasts. My archers are going to literally tear them to shreds. All right, looking around, it's pretty flat here. There's really no high ground, but there's trees, which is going to diminish the strength of my archers significantly. If I can draw them into a fight, maybe in this place, like this open area here, that would be ideal. Also, I just hit something I've never hit before. I think that was, yeah, that was the tab button. Interesting. So let me adjust the lineup because it needs to be nice and wide, but it also needs to be strong enough to defend because they do have a lot of cavalry. And if all they have to do, really all they have to do to beat me is charge me with their cavalry. So yeah, that's not going to be super duper fun. All right, so I've adjusted a little bit. I've got a bit of a curvature on either side of the front line just to, you know, try to defend the flank a little bit. I've got my Cretans, all 4 units in the very, very center. These are the most valuable units, obviously. And I've got my slingers kind of protecting the flank. So, you know, that's happening on both sides. I also put my mercenary peltasts in the front and the middle because I just needed to make my line a little wider. So now that I've got all of that, let's group and lock in the, formation, and then I'm gonna move them to here. And, I'm gonna rotate them a little bit actually, right there. Perfect. So hopefully they decide to draw up right there and I can just shoot them. I'm hoping that I don't have to deal with the forest. So, there they are. Okay, so you guys step up. I am technically supposed to be the aggressor because I am the one that attacked them. However, they may register the fact that they have a blatant weakness, and their blatant weakness is obvious, obviously. They have no archers, whereas I do. So, yeah, not great. So let's watch and see what they decide to do. I've turned a little bit because I want to try to keep their army in this valley. I don't want them to get behind any of these trees. So I think this is pretty much the perfect layout here. These hoplites are going to be very, very slow. If I pull you guys out of phalanx, you guys will travel faster, right? It looks like they will. Also, yeah, we actually do, I think, slightly have the uphill advantage. So this is great. Remembering that I think this is the very first attack, at least in a very, very long time, where we are technically outnumbered. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. All right, so slowly inching forward. I've almost got these guys in the range of the Cretans, but I actually turned the Cretans off of fire at will because I don't want to draw them forward and waste the Cretans' ammunition. Or actually, more like, I don't want them to just stand there and waste the Cretans' ammunition. I want to start to bait some units forward and maybe use the ammunition from like the Rhodians and the Peltasts and even the Hastati before the Cretans. And I want the Cretans to be able to hit things like the General's Bodyguard, which is standing in the back. And I won't be able to do that if we spook them. So I'm kind of playing cat and mouse with them a little bit. So moving up, there we go. We got one moving. We got a few moving, actually. Now the question is, I think they know that they're in my range, but now they're probably confused because none of them are dying. Yeah, interesting, right? These guys are moving forward. These guys are moving backward. The Rhodians are throwing stuff. These guys will also be throwing stuff. Let's just keep an eye. Okay, we got a couple of phalanxes. Maybe I can get my Cretans to target the phalanxes. That's a good thing to target, yeah? Okay, and Equite, I want you guys to surround and destroy the Foxmen. That's a great thing for you guys to be doing. Very good. Thracians, please stand put. Don't do anything really stupid. Cretans are pulling apart the phalanxes, which is great. Please get back here. Actually, you know what? Just stand right there, because I think we're gonna destroy these Foxmen too. Yeah, just crack them. Just crack them. Break them apart. Yeah, there we go. They're routing and they're destroyed. Okay, these different pikemen are getting torn apart by my Cretans. So this is great. Let's get the Equite back and the Thracians back in your line. Okay, this is looking good. These guys are looking really weak, actually. So let's actually have them switch over and target these guys. And, oh man, I really wish that I can get in there and take out those phalanxes. Look at this, dude. They're getting just torn, absolutely torn apart. This is awesome. Okay, you two, I want you to stop current orders, actually. Meanwhile, yeah, these phalanxes, they need to be picked apart now. So you guys wrap around quickly. Wrap around quickly. There we go. It's all about the cavalry, guys. It's all about the cavalry. Get in there. And let's begin tearing these guys apart. Also, you guys target them. You guys target them. Boom. Break them. Break them. Oh, wow. They're just fighting right along, right? Okay. Yeah. Get them out of there. Get them out of there. Get them out of there. Ah, no. They're right there. They were broken. Okay. That was weird. Peltas, stand right there. Just keep fighting. Keep fighting. Yeah, see, they're sending their infantry forward, and we're just picking them apart with our archers and such. This is great. Ooh, break the Foxman. Break the Foxman. Break the Foxman. Did not realize that these guys had gotten so close. Also, okay, we have General's Bodyguard. Fire at the General's Bodyguard. Perfect. Can you guys reach? Yeah, you guys reach them. You guys reach them. The Equite are breaking the Foxman. This is perfect. And actually, you guys need to get out of here. Get out of there. Get out of there. Quick. Okay. Yep, so we need these guys to wrap around again. I'm using these particular Equite pretty well, I think. Except for I think my Thracians are all dead. Or, oh, they stepped up and now they're broken. Yeah, that's great. Alright, you guys wrap around. Keeping an eye on the General's Bodyguard. Everyone focus on this General's Bodyguard. You guys focus on this General's Bodyguard. And we have this guy trying to sneak up on us. So we gotta be very careful of that. These guys... Can you maybe take on militia cavalry? I don't even know. Nope, they don't want to get too close. Okay. Yeah, don't get involved if you don't have to. Yeah. Okay, these guys stand clear. And the General's Bodyguard has collided. Okay, come on down. And you keep focusing on these guys. Equite on General's Bodyguard. This is 20 men. Or 20 horses, technically. These phalanx will take care of them, no problem. Let's get the Equite, wrap around, and try to wipe out these Foxmen. Now they're routing, so maybe we can start a mass rout here and start tearing apart these phalanx pikemen. So, yeah, wrap into here. You guys get in here. Yep, they're routing. Very good. Keep going. These Equite are so useful because they're so fast. There we go. Tear these guys apart. Very good. Cretans, please don't run forward. That's just a dumb thing to do. All the Cretans are back. Okay. And these Equite, you know what? Tear these guys apart. Very nice. And I think everybody else has decided to run. Yeah, they're withdrawing. Interesting. Peltas, what are you doing? Get back over here. Equite, get back over here. Is everybody dead? Yeah, looks like we've ran them off. Yeah, so they're going to... Everybody's withdrawing. We killed... Oh, wow. 900 of their men compared to 250. Wow. And of course, all of their family members survived that attack, but we just utterly dominated them with our archers. I mean, look at this. Now, we lost a lot of Equite. Equite was probably the one of the main losses. Then, of course, like something like a mercenary peltast can't really do a great job on the front line. But that, my friends, I think was an absolute success. It actually wiped out one of their enemy generals. I didn't mean to, but Mukazeus is dead. Nice. So that's actually 1 down, 2 to go. I think I'll continue hunting them. What do you think? That's right, guys. Heroic victory. Cassius wipes out Ipticons. And what? We lost 200. They lost over 900. Oh my goodness. And the only troops... Okay, the Cretans, 1 unit of Astani, and the Slingers gained experience. The guys that took the most casualties were the Thracians, and I think it's because they ran forward and I didn't catch it. They did have a lot of casualties recover, though, which was really good. Other units that took a lot of casualties, the Equite, like I said, and pretty much, yeah, the Mercenary Peltasts took a beating as well. They're really not meant to be in the front line, but they did a great job. And then the Hastati, oh yeah, that's kind of what you expect with your front line. However, look at this. The Equite inflicted the most casualties. 160. That's fantastic. The Rhodians actually did 122. And the reason why they did a lot more than the Cretans is because I had the Cretans targeting the generals. I didn't have the Cretans targeting regular infantry. So that makes perfect sense, at least to me. Heroic victory! And as you can see, Ipticons is backing out, and he just so happens to be backing out toward Porlisum. So, although I wasn't able to wipe out the entire army, I was able to weaken him significantly, and now I've got what I need to go march onto Porlisum, which works out nicely for me. Also, Diplomat, where are you at? There you are. I wanted to keep an eye on Ipticons. He's pretty well tattered up at this point. I didn't kill the faction heir, unless Xiles wasn't the faction heir, but now he is. But at least I terribly damaged his front line. I mean, he's not going to be able to recover, especially because I'm highly doubting that he's making any money. In fact, I suspect that he's pretty much mostly bankrupt at this point. So with that army seen off, I think that Oppius should switch gears a little bit. Also, he's looking a little bit gray, isn't he? Yes, that happens at age 50, so we need to be careful with all of this retinue. We don't want to lose them, especially things like Mercenary Captain, Turncoats, etc. They're all good. We want to make sure we keep them. So, Oppius, I think that you should backtrack a little bit. I think that you've done well enough. I've got 3 biremes now, and Oppius, I think that you need to make your way over to Tanais, or Tanis. And with that, we're going to be able to complete the circle around the Black Sea as long as Oppius, oh wow, 2 Oppiuses up here, as long as Oppius can make his way here. So let's first put a watchtower. There we go. And now, uh-oh. Oh no! No! Okay, okay, this isn't good. Dang it! Okay, so the Parthians. I don't want war with Parthia. I'm pretty confident that I will end up with in war with Parthia, but I don't want it now. And odds are it's mostly Eastern infantry. You can see this is all Eastern infantry. Here is a Persian cavalry, and there is a single general unit. We can probably wipe him out. No problem. I wonder what would happen if I stood here in the zone of control. Again, I'm not sure what this will accomplish, but at least I'm close. And if that army actually attacks this army, then the Parthians are going to take Cotaeus. And then I have to start a war with Cotaeus. Or no, sorry. And then I have to start a war with Parthia. I didn't realize that Cassius can get closer. Okay, so Cassius, I want you to get on the road, start making your way over. Also, warm, fuzzy feeling. Site of famous battle, 244 BC. Cassius Victor wipes the floor with Ipticons of Thrace. Ha ha ha! That feels good. So I've decided a few of my family members need to join some specific armies. So I have Placus Philurius, who just joined the family, and he's going to be leading the army in Thessalonica. Meanwhile, I've adjusted good old Asinius Varro, and he is going to be the leader of the Byzantium army. And then I have on this boat Galerius Vellius, and he is going to be the leader of the Pergamum army. So everybody is getting a general, And, of course, I have one already in Larissa, Corinth, Athens, Sparta. All of these armies that are going to be descending onto Egypt sooner than I am expecting, honestly. In fact, this army here that's pretty much empty, I'm thinking once I get a family member over there, I'll probably be able to get some mercenaries. And then I could also stop him in Macedonia and pick up some Cretans, because most of these armies only have Roman archers, so having some Cretans in the mix would definitely make a big difference. But at this point, I have completed everything that I'm looking to complete. Buildings and whatnot. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen here in Kotais. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen over here in Poralisum, and how Admiral Quintus is going to do. Hopefully we could avoid the pirates who are here, and they're jerks. Ah, hello Armenia. How are you doing today? You want alliance, you want trade rights, you want map information. I'm sorry, I can't do the alliance thing. But I'm cool with trade rights. I mean, you know, we're gonna need to be friends after I take one of your cities.
A most generous proposal.
Yeah, I figured you'd take that. Okay, so no change here. Apparently Armenia is being starved out right now by the Parthians. If this didn't have a general, I could very easily buy it out. It's a big army though. And that causes, that's actually a problem. I don't have a diplomat around here anywhere. But yeah, this is kind of a strange situation. I was hoping not to become embedded in a war, a never-ending war with the Parthians, but that may end up being the results soon. At least it's Titus Brutus. I mean, he's been in a few wars. He can handle himself. Also, are there any mercenaries? I would like to fill up these. Ooh, okay, yeah, Scythian mercenaries, Eastern mercenaries. Ugh. Nah, I'll just take the Scythians. That'll be fine. Also, it looks like I've avoided the pirates. Yeah, the pirates are over here. They're unaware of me. That's great. That's great news. Let's move forward. I'm just going to follow the coastline here. See if I can keep my eye on whatever's happening here. Hopefully there's nothing to stop me. Looks like I am in the clear. Excellent. All right, well the next turn. Oh yes. Haha. Appius Antoninus is going to take, well, put Tanis under siege. Also, apparently Ipticons didn't move, and he broke down his military. Oh, that's sad. That means that they're absolutely broke. Well, yep, this is a no-brainer. I've got to kill him. Oh, come on! I went around to try to... I didn't want him to go way off in the middle of nowhere. I was hoping to just kill him right here. At least he's sandwiched. Maybe he won't move because my diplomat's there. All right. Ooh, a city expanded. Byzantium expanded. That's great. Okay, well, let's grow that. Byzantium is actually a massive city right now. I'm going to be churning out armies in Byzantium forever. Probably to help fight the flippin' Parthians and Scythians, who I'm going to make very angry here very soon in Kotais and well, actually, I already made them mad in Chersonesos, so I'm going to make them even more angry. It's going to be great. Placus, join your army in Thessalonica. Very, very good. Also, you join your army in Byzantium, or try to anyway, and you join your army in Pergamum. See, everybody's happy now. In fact, wait a minute, before I commit you to sitting there for a turn or two, let's see if there's any mercenaries. Ah, yes, this is what I was hoping for. Cretans, hoplites, and Rhodians. I'll take all those. And that now makes Pergamum a relatively powerful army. Oh yes, that's awesome. And I can retrain some stuff. Even better. Let's see what the end of the turn is going to bring between this little battle here. Well, this would probably be closer to an absolute, you know, whiplash for them. And then over here as well, this thing here politically may get ugly. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Oh. Oh my. The Parthians have put to death the Armenians. Is that true? Oh boy. Okay. So that means that the Parthians probably own this as well. They're doing extremely well in this playthrough. I mean, if I hit tab, you can see they are the purple wave all over here. I'm not entirely sure what's happening here, but I'm assuming Artaxarxa is not Armenian, because they're dead now, so they must be Parthian. Must be. Wow. Alright then. Well, my dream of conquering the entire Black Sea will include making war with perhaps a very powerful opponent. How powerful are they? I'm having the hardest time believing that they're super good. I mean, yeah, so they've had a great upswing compared to me. Not so good, but pretty upswingy, if you ask me. Also, these Egyptians have had a downward spin. I wonder, where's the diplomacy section? Is there one? There should be one. If there isn't one, that's stupid. Diplomacy. Diplomatic standing. That was right there, right in front of my face. So the Parthians are trade partners with me, the Egyptians and the Scythians. They're enemies with no one, because apparently they just wiped out their only enemy. Interesting. Well, hopefully we can keep peace with them. Well, actually, you know what? Never mind. We're not going to be able to keep peace with them because they have a city that I really want. Well, let's consider something here. Do I actually need Koteas? I mean, I'm perfectly fine. Since it's such a mountainous area, and I don't think this location was actually conquered by Rome, I'm perfectly fine with leaving. Yeah, let's save this army and let's use it to take on Egypt or defend me, because I'm pretty sure the Parthians will attack me eventually. But for now, I'm fine with leaving them alone. Let's look and see what's going on up here. Alright, so Tanais is under siege. Perfect. Alright, so with these rams, I should be able to, in the next turn, wipe them out. And I'm not entirely sure the shape of this particular place, but I'll find out, I guess, over on the map on my right-hand side. Very good. Also, oof. It appears that with losing all of his troops, Ipticon has also lost his IQ. Yeah, this is gonna be really sad. 2 family members. I've got all the Cretans in the world. This is not gonna go well for him, and that is an understatement. Oh my. Oh, this might be the perfect battle map right here. Look, it's downhill in every direction except for that little spot over there on the left. Yeah, if I was him, that's where I would be. Let's see where he decides to go. Right there. Okay, so Cretans. Oh, I accidentally. Wait, what's happening? Okay, Cretans. They're all on fire at will. Excellent. I think I should perhaps, let's see, these are Cretans, these are Rhodians. Yeah, let's put the Rhodians in front of the Cretans. And then let's move the Cretans over, because I should have done this before I deployed, but I wasn't thinking too clearly. These are Cretans, these are more Rhodians. I like that. Let's put the Rhodians just like so, put these cavalry here. What are these? These are mercenary peltasts. Yeah, let's put the mercenary peltasts in the front. And the equite right there. Okay, so as soon as they all get where they're supposed to be, we're gonna be good. There we go. You guys get over here. And you guys get over here. Okay. I didn't want them to be able to charge in and get direct access to my Cretans. That would have just been terrible. So, as soon as everyone stops moving, lock this in, and begin to turn. Not that far. Yeah, let's just rotate slowly. And I can do this on triple speed because I don't expect these guys to be brave enough to actually do anything to me. So, yeah, let's just continue to skirt the edge. I think we can get kind of on level ground with them if we're just careful. Also, I want to get my Cretans in view, in range, as soon as possible. So, I think at this point, as soon as these phalanxes get in position, I can just start to walk forward at this point. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Why did that happen? That was weird. Here. Right there. Okay. And walk forward. Let's get them into range. Oh, there they are. Okay. There they are. So, you know what? Pause. So, what do we have here? We have Hastati. Yeah, fire at will. Do we have... Yeah, more Hastati. Fire at will. And you guys don't skirmish. Okay? Mercenary Peltas do not skirmish. The Cretans can skirmish, though. You guys skirmish all day long. Rhodians, stand guard. You guys stand guard as well. Okay, I think I'm good now. These are Equite. Yeah, so I'm gonna have my general ready. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna have the Equite ready because they are faster, I think, than the general's bodyguard, so we can chase them down and actually kill them if we don't successfully do it now. So, yeah, we should start seeing some people firing at some people. That should be happening relatively soonish. Yeah, okay, you guys get in there. You guys get in there. Cretans are going to skirmish while these guys do the exact same thing. Yeah, you guys get in. You guys get in. Equite, get in there too. And Equite, there we go. Oh, look at that. That dude just stabbed him in the head. Oh, that was great. What is he killing right now? He aimed for the Rhodians. That's a weird thing to aim for. All right, so they're now running, and my Equite should be able to chase them down and catch them all and murder them all. That's fantastic. Meanwhile, Thracians, stop that. Saudi, stop that. You guys can catch you guys, right? I think that's the general's unit that just lost their leader. So, this is the general's unit. Oh, actually, maybe it's this one that just lost their leader. Also, Thracians, stop shooting. You're just killing our own men here. Yeah, you're just killing our own men there. So that's done. And let's go catch these guys. This is the final general's unit that needs to lose its head. We're gonna cut off the head of the snake. And there he is right there. Oh, yes. Sorry, buddy, but yeah, it's been open season on Thracians for far too long. I think it's time to move on to the next enemy. If we could ever catch them, they're pretty fast, actually. It looks like... Oh, wow, how'd you get behind us? It looks like my Equite and them are almost the same speed. And generally, like with Romans... Come on, dude, don't let them get... Don't let them catch. Come on, come on. Come on! Okay, with the Roman general, the Romans are much slower than the Equites, but apparently the Thracian generals are pretty fast. Yeah, you're dead. Didn't think you'd survive that. Actually lost a decent amount of people there, and I think pretty much all of them were the Rhodians, and then also the mercenary Peltas they got charged against. But hey, you know what? A lot of them healed, so that's totally cool. No experience gained. That is a bummer. So I think their faction leader got killed, but this guy will back into Porlisum, pretty sure of it. Yeah, there he is. So Mukakenthos was there, but Xiles became the faction leader because I just murdered their faction leader. So now, let's put Porlisum under siege. And of course, we're gonna just, you know, bring everything, the witch's brew of siege equipment. And yeah, next turn, we're gonna be able to wipe Porlisum out, and it's not even gonna be funny. Well, okay, it might be a little bit funny, but it won't even be close. Let's get this diplomat over here. It would be ideal if I could just buy this place. I don't want to have to fight. I mean, that's so barbaric. So, yeah, let's see what that would cost me. Can I bribe you?
If we may have a private word.
39,000 denarii for the city of whatever this city is. You know what? Well, you know what? It's a little expensive. Maybe we'll talk again once my army is ready to come actually, you know, fill the area. Also, are there any... Oh, wow. There's a lot of mercenaries. Looks like I need to do a little bit of house cleaning. Alright guys, I think this is a good stopping point for today. We've got Porlisum under siege, and finally Tanis under siege. I've decided to abandon the battle against Cotes, because I don't want to have a war with Parthia just yet. Probably will eventually, but not yet. I've got two massive armies in Mazaka and Sinope that can take Tarsus and Antioch, and then I've got a whole bunch of armies, one in Pergamum, one in Byzantium, one in Thessalonica, Larissa, Corinth, Athens, Sparta, and Tarentum and Croton. Enough armies and enough navy to begin moving troops toward the Egyptians. Yes, so they have the 1, 2, 3, 4 cities. I've already done this before, but I forgot how many they have. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. It looks like I've got pretty much the perfect combination here to blitz in and wipe out the Egyptians in a single turn. It'll be so fast, it'll be so subterfuge that they won't know what hit them. it's going to be perfect. And it's going to begin, okay, actually, it's been happening for years, but the movement of the armies will begin in the next episode, because again, I think this is a good stopping point for today. Next time, we'll be finishing off Thrace, probably buying Campus Iazygus, establishing a nice border. I'll also be moving generals and whatnot. Actually, you can get into Byzantium, or attempt to anyway. Are there any mercenaries? No, okay. Yeah, so taking that out, and then I'll be moving armies. I'll probably bring Oppius and, well, this Oppius. He's making his way back to Sinope. He'll probably march down to Mazaka, and he might just hang out down here. That'll be a fairly simple way to, actually, I'm not even sure I can get to Antioch. Yeah, look at the mountains. Might have to come around or something. But I'll figure all of that out in the next episode, guys. Logistically speaking, though, I believe that we are now ready to begin the assault on the Egyptians. Oh, did I forget Pergamum? Yes, Pergamum has a full army as well. So we're ready. We're excited. And next time, oh yes, the bloodshed shall begin. In the meantime, though, guys, this is going to be it for me today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe. Join the Klaus family. Remember that I love each and every one of you. And I will see you all again for the Egyptian onslaught.